Hey there, we're on the red carpet at Hangout Marketing Intensive, also known as Hangout Marketing Reunion. And with me is the creator and founder, Alex Mandossian. Hey, Alex.
Maria, we're here. It's day 3 of the Hangout Marketing Intensive. We've made history, and Google doesn't even know what we've done, so hopefully one day.
Well, you've always been on the cutting edge of whatever the latest technology or tool is, and this Google Hangout phenomenon is incredible, and you've actually taken it by storm. So tell me, what makes you, know that that's going to be the next big thing?
Well, at the beginning of the 21st century, Google was organizing the world with the search engine. Very few people knew about Google in 1999, the year 2000. Now, 14 years later, we're in 2014 at the time of this recording, Google is now engaging the world. And I believe that every organization, every human being, any foundation, anything that has a breath of life in it has a verb. I think every organization, every human being should live as a verb. Buckminster Fuller wrote a book called I Seem to Be a Verb. And so what a shame to live as a noun, a person, place, or thing. What a shame to live as an adjective, actually describing something else or another thing. I believe that everyone is a verb, and we are what we do. And as a result, I think now our job is to engage. CEO is no longer Chief Executive Officer. That's living as a noun. All the background noise, by the way, is the intense of the doors opening and closing. It's so exciting to be here. So we have right now over 120 people engaging with each other. CEO today is Chief Engagement Officer. And that's what I am for my company. And my verb changes over the years, but I engage, therefore I am. René Descartes said, I think, therefore I am. That was his verb, think. Maria Montessori said, I teach, therefore I am. Michael Phelps, I win, therefore I am. If you change your verb, you change your life. Pablo Picasso, I paint, therefore I am. Donald Trump, who you interviewed, I deal, therefore I am. I believe Oprah Winfrey's verb is, I empower, therefore I am.
And Barbara Walters?
Barbara Walters, I think I interview, therefore I am. What's your verb?
I showcase.
You showcase, which you're doing right now, therefore you are. We've done a little exercise here where we ask each other, why is that your verb? Well, this is my verb, is because that's what I do. I engage. How does that show up for me every single day? This is how it shows up, engaging people. You've been at this event as a student. You've been here as a showcaser. You've been here as a vendor or supplier, as a member of our mastermind. What do you think, as I put this sign down, what has been the experience for you?
Is he a pro or what? Turning it. This event truly and honestly has been phenomenal. And the people that are attending, you see just sparks, you see life-changing moments that's happening in the room. And Alex is responsible for bringing everyone together. And besides all the technology and everything that they're teaching, it's the empowerment that's happening. And you know, we don't travel out of Las Vegas. We have a little one, and when Alex says, I'm going to have it in San Diego, it took us 2 seconds to make that decision and say, okay, we're coming out. So what you're doing here is pioneering not only with the Google Hangouts, but you're also inviting the rest of the world to come in and say, come on this journey with me. So that's incredible.
In the final analysis, we are past the command and control mindset of the 20th century. The 21st century has had a shift, I think, from the masculine to the feminine. The corporate environment of command and control is no longer here. We have now gone feminine, not female, but the feminine shift. And maybe it started with the end of the Mayan calendar in 212. I have no idea. I'm not a spiritual leader. I'm a marketer. And what I know is this. It is now the engage and enroll heart set. Instead of transaction, we're looking for relationship. Instead of hunting, we're looking for gathering. Engagement is what the feminine mindset and heart set does. They engage with each other. You're a woman, you know this to be true, right? And so the whole fixing economy, let's fix it, because we know that doesn't work, right? We're either in a disaster or we're in between disasters in most cases. So what I know is by engaging, it just extracts more nectar out of life. And so if I can smuggle spirituality, if I can smuggle personal development under masquerading under the guise of marketing, then we're doing great. Because Google is not a search engine. YouTube is a search engine. Google is a content provider and an advertiser masquerading as a search engine. And that's what I believe to be true. That may be controversial. for some people, but that's what I think is true. Some of the PhDs at Google right now, if they're watching, they're probably nodding their head, because that's what Google is, and that's how Google makes money. So for me, it's all about engagement, and that's what you're doing right now. That's what I hope I'm doing with you. If you're still watching, you're engaged.
So Alex, this being the inaugural event, tell me, what are your thoughts and feelings on how things rolled out? This is the last day, so I know you're in the middle of it. How are you feeling?
I feel engaged. I feel great. I always look at what can go wrong, and I always have a plan B. So what we've had here is, number one, we've had everyone connected to the internet at the same time, which is a miracle. Albert Einstein said, I'm paraphrasing, you can look at life in one of two ways. One is as if everything's a miracle, and one is as if nothing is a miracle. I prefer the former over the latter. And I think we've had some miracles here. So everyone's connected to the net. Everyone has been in a mega hangout challenge, which means they're doing their own hangouts after they leave, and they're monetizing. The promise was you're going to monetize your hangouts before you leave, and we've had over 120 orders before the tape recording of this. Now we're probably going to have over 200 orders. They're in teams of 10 and 11. I have never monetized a hangout. I've made over 6 figures as a result of a free hangout, but I wanted to do something that they would test and I could learn from. And we just switched everything from me testing and saying, this is what you do, to saying, okay, I've never done this. I've never gotten paid for a hangout. Why don't you do this? And all 120 of them have done it. So that's a miracle. Secondly, we had the Hangout Marketer of the Year award. We had a Hangout Marketing Challenge, which was 90 days. I believe that public embarrassment has a much deeper impact on people than fear of failure. So at the risk of being embarrassed, people just did the stuff, right? So they wouldn't be embarrassed. As a result, they got results. They monetized. They made Google Hangouts a part of their fabric of their marketing. And those challengers, we have top 5 challengers now that were voted on worldwide on a challenge that came into this room. My heart was palpitating because, with hundreds of people going to one server, sometimes it breaks down into a database. It didn't break down, so that's working great. I had index cards for the room just in case they were going to vote, the old school way, right? IBM style, right? Now we're doing Apple style. And then today we're going to give out the top teams who win. We're going to give out the Hangout Marketing Challenger of the Year award for 2014. And I'm going to enroll people into the Ultimate Membership Site Challenge, because once you have the exposure, nothing happens until something is exposed. Once you have the exposure, now it's time to get recurring income, and membership sites do that. So that's what I'm going to enroll them into later today. It's been a miracle. You can tell I'm excited because everything that could have gone wrong did not go wrong.
Well, congratulations on a very successful event. Thank you for including us into this wonderful thing.
Here's the thing. What makes this ultra successful, if an event is worth doing, it's worth journaling about. It's worth chronicling. It's worth videotaping. Ray and Maria will nab you when you're ready or not. It doesn't matter, to get the footage, because this is real. I'm about to go on stage in 3 minutes. My mind is engaged here for you, because you can see this again and again. And if it weren't for these two who are part of my mastermind, the mastermind that we actually do in Las Vegas, right? The Event Marketing Roundtable for suppliers, you were the first incoming members.
That's right.
And they've had this red carpet, and without being high maintenance, nothing. They just did what they had to do, and we got some world-class interviews. And anyone in the mastermind who, or anyone outside of a mastermind that has a professional commitment to themselves to get their message out, most people don't know how to do that. These folks do, so this is a plug for you guys. Don't walk, run, and sign their intake form so they can decide whether you're the right person or not.
Thank you. Continued success. You're awesome. My brother. I was told not to call you my husband, so my brother.
Brother from another mother, sister from another mister. Okay.
Thank you so much.